Knicks Daily Edition, baby. Welcome back. If the New York Knicks win the NBA championship, the basketball world is going to feel a seismic shift unlike anything they've ever seen in this league in decades. Today, I want to talk about what the NBA would look like if the Knicks are world champion and we're dominating. Because there's going to be some differences. Differences in media coverage, fan culture, player perception, all of that. So let's get into it. Number one, the Knicks will become the league's most powerful media machine. I love it. I absolutely love it. The Knicks already get an outsized attention due to playing in the media capital of the world. Only difference is it's been negative, all right? If we win the title, it'll be like pouring gasoline on a bonfire. ESPN, FS1, Bleacher Report now, every outlet would have to pivot to full-time Knicks watch. First Take is going to become Knicks therapy. Every national broadcast includes obligatory Knicks segments. Jalen Brunson's morning routine is national headlines now. And the effect? The Knicks dominate the news cycle year-round like the Cowboys and the Yankees once did. LeBron, Curry, Giannis, even they'd take a backseat for a while. That's what we could expect. The second, MSG actually becomes a holy site. We call it the Mecca now, but winning would finally match the mythos of Madison Square Garden with real results. Instead of being called the Mecca of basketball in name only, MSG becomes an active NBA shrine where everybody from opposing teams feels like it has to take a pilgrimage when they come here. The effect would be the ticket prices will go even more sky high. MSG becomes the toughest place to win in sports. The celebs flood courtside even more. It's not just cool, like I mentioned in my other video. It's mandatory. The third thing on the list, Jalen Brunson becomes a tier 1 superstar. He's already a superstar, but there's tiers to this. He's already the darling of NBA diehards because of his skill set and heart. But if he delivers a chip to NYC, he's a legend. He's a brand, he's an icon, all in one. Think about it. Commercials, shoe deal, late night appearances, SNL hosting, MVP chance in away games. He's no longer the underdog. He's the face of a dynasty starter. And the effect that has, the superstar narrative shifts. Gritty, unflashy killers like Brunson are now the gold standard. Number 4, Tom Thibodeau gets Greg Popovich treatment. I said it. Tibbs goes from being seen as simply a hard-nosed, stuck-in-his-ways coach to a strategic genius now and a culture godfather. His demanding style is vindicated. The media rewrites his legacy. He didn't burn out players. He made men out of them. That's the type of effect it'll have. More teams start hiring disciplinarian coaches. Tibbs' style of basketball becomes a trend. Again, defensive toughness, no days off. The fifth point, the fifth way it changes in the Knicks world, the Knicks become a free agent magnet. Winning validates front office and culture. So players like Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, they start to see New York City as a destination now, not a death sentence. Veterans want a ring chase when they come to the Garden. Stars want to build a super team in the East. So the effect would be that the Knicks become players in every major trade and free agency conversation for the next 5 years. That's the effect. Point number 6. Knicks gear becomes global fashion. Yeah. Knicks merch is already iconic. Even in losing seasons, a championship explodes that into global streetwear. Supreme collabs, Nike drops, retro Patrick Ewing reissues, and orange and blue fitted caps, baby, become wardrobe essentials from Harlem to Tokyo. That's the type of effect it'll have. Knicks gear outsells Lakers, Bulls, Warriors worldwide, cementing the Knicks as a cultural brand, not just a basketball team. Point number 7. The LOL Knicks narrative dies forever. Forever. For decades, the Knicks have been a punchline. Dysfunction, bad contracts, chaos defined our reputation. A title ends that era. The Knicks would go from laughingstock to juggernaut. And every meme from the past 20 years would age like milk. That's the type of effect it would have. Knicks fans go from long suffering to loud and insufferable. And honestly, we'll have earned it. Point number 8. Knicks fans, we become the new standard of rabid loyalty. We already are. The suffering finally pays off. And we as a fan base, we become the blueprint for loyalty. We're louder, rowdier, and more emotional than any other group. But it's all vindicated when we win the chip. Garden crowd shots become part of the playoff experience, like Lambeau Field in the snow. That's the type of effect it'll have. We as Knicks fans become more respected and feared as a fan base in basketball. Number 9th point. New York basketball booms at every level. That's been a long time coming. A Knicks chip would inspire an explosion in local hoops. AAU teams now, high school squads, Rucker Park tournaments, youth signups, everything gets a boost. It's been a long time coming. Brooklyn might even try to cash in, but it's Manhattan's crown now. New York City kids will dream of MSG, not Barclays. That's the type of effect it'll have. A new generation of basketball talent emerges from NYC with dreams of playing for the Knicks, not just getting drafted and then escaping from New York. They'll want to be Jalen. Hell, they'll want to be Michael Jordan from Brooklyn. And point number 10, the NBA's power structure shifts to the East. For years, the West has dominated storylines and championships. A title, a Knicks title, resets that balance. The Celtics, the Sixers, the Cavs, the Heat have a new big brother in the room now. The East becomes its conference, and every team builds with the Knicks in mind. That's the type of effect it would have. Teams will start loading up to compete with the Knicks, building defenses to slow down Brunson, trying to match the physicality of Tibbs' system. I'm going to throw in something a little bit extra. Here's an additional bonus effect. Leon Rose will become viewed as a master chess player with a pipeline for CEA players, becoming the most powerful back channel in sports. Then we got Villanova becoming a recruiting powerhouse as Bridges, Hart, and Brunson turn that championship chemistry into rings at the pro level. Spike Lee goes on a victory tour. We already know how that's going to happen, possibly releasing a documentary or even an Oscar bait movie about the Knicks' journey that we've all been a part of. And Knicks Celtics becomes the new Lakers Celtics. Fueled by playoff drama and East Coast turf wars, we bring that power back to the East. Knicks games absolutely a must watch, not only for us, but for everybody, because it produces massive ratings. Tuesday night games versus the Hornets, all eyes on the Knicks. So a Knicks championship doesn't just impact us as a team. It could reshape the NBA's identity. It would validate tradition. It reinvigorates rivalries. It shifts fashion, media, business. And it turns underdogs into legends and myths into reality. This wouldn't just be another title. It would be a basketball renaissance for us, with the Knicks now holding the crown. What say you? Keep this in mind. Same thing applies to life that applies to our team, future champions. There's no struggle, there's no progress. But remember this, whether it's out there in the real world or here in these YouTube streets, here in Knicks Deli, everybody eats. I'm Nick, and I'm out. Peace.